the Landmark Hotel in Marylebone for the press conference for Gerorge Groves Jamie Cox. I'm here with promoter Kalle Sauerland. How you doing, Kalle?
Thank you very much. Doing very well.
What's your thoughts on the fight between Groves and Cox?
I think the fight is a great one. It's got several layers of greatness, if you like. First of all, it's a world title. Secondly, it's a world title being contested between two Brits. Thirdly, it's part of a great tournament, you know. So I think it's got loads of storylines, loads of talking points, and it's a great way to start the tournament off in the quarterfinals.
So the World Boxing Super Series is a new developed concept. How do you think the format is going to play out, and do you think it's going to give these fighters the opportunity to propel themselves to get global recognition?
Well, it's a format that has taken a lot of time to put together because there's lots of different, there's a lot of different shareholders involved, a lot of people behind it who are broadcasters themselves. It will definitely work because there's storylines. Boxing needs storylines. You know, the more storylines we can generate. If you look at this fight here, we'll generate storylines going into the next tournament, going to the next round. You've got 4 Brits in there with Chris Eubank, Kalle Smith, Jamie Cox, and of course the world champion Gerorge Groves. So 4 Brits out of 8. That's a very heavily weighted British side of the super middleweight tournament. So I think that, let's say if you're a British boxing fan, you're going to be privileged to a lot of good fun here.
So do you feel that this format is allowing the best fighters particularly in the domestic scene? So we've got a big domestic clash here. Do you feel that it's giving these fighters, the best fighters in the division, to fight each other?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it's a world tournament. It's taking place all over the world. The fact that there's 4 Brits out of 8 is only credit to the British sport at the moment. The cruiserweight division, which is also being contested this year, of course, where all 4 world champions are in. There's no Brits involved there, but it's also on a sporting level. I don't think boxing's seen anything like that before. I think the super middleweight tournament, it's very much about the man to beat in the division at the moment, and that's clearly Gerorge Groves. You've got a lot of young fighters in there. The fact you've got a Eubank will know now what Chris Eubank can really do in this tournament. Callum Smith been built up very, very well over the last couple of years. What can Callum Smith actually do? We'll see that in Liverpool on September 16th, in 2 weeks. So I think you're going to see a lot of things. And Jamie Cox, what can he do? We'll see that in Wembley in October. And then you've simply got the spice of the way the team around the World Boxing Super Series are putting this together. Anyone who hasn't seen it needs to go to the website, worldboxingsuperseries.com, and just going to take a look at the gala that took place in Monaco. The way this was put together. The draw wasn't put together by experts or by analysts or by pulling balls out of a hat. It was put together by the boxers going on the stage. They were seeded and they picked their opponents. They picked themselves, and that immediately brings for me excitement as a boxing fan, because you simply haven't had that before. The fact that a man is saying, I want to fight you, not the promoter, not the TV network, not some agent, not some cigar smoking guy with sunglasses in a dodgy bar. No, this is the fight, a man saying, man, I want to fight you. That's exciting.
Yeah. So going into the tournament, Jamie Cox hasn't really been tipped as one of the favourites. Do you feel that he's maybe not getting the credit he deserves? Obviously, he's particularly on the domestic scene, he's a known quantity, but possibly maybe at world level he isn't as such a known quantity. So do you feel this is going to give him an opportunity to
it's huge. The opportunity is huge. You don't get any better than this. He's in a tournament with some of the world's best. He's in a tournament fighting for the world title at Wembley, Wembley Arena. It don't get bigger than that.
Yeah. So what's your predictions for the fight?
Listen, I'm here as an official for the tournament. I'm not going to give my predictions in public.
Okay. And what's your thoughts on the cruiserweight tournament with the likes of Alexander Usyk, Mike Perez?
That's on a sporting level out of control. I mean, 4 world champions, 4 absolute murderous punchers on the other side. There's not a technician in there really, or they are technicians, but these are, if you're allowed to use the word war, they're brutal. And I mean, Usyk versus Hook in Berlin next weekend. What a way to kick us off! I mean, that is going to be absolutely savage. Anyone who hasn't seen Marco Hook before, the guy is all-out action. Not the greatest boxer in the world. Actually, very poor on a boxing front, but an absolutely savage fight. And Usyk, arguably the one of the best products to come out of the Ukraine since the Klitschko brothers. Technician, but also a very solid puncher. So that is going to be absolute war.
That's everything. Thanks for talking to us today, top man.